And we're live. Welcome back to another incredible Instagram Live with VR Magazine. We're just waiting for some people to join. Today we have such a special guest, and I'm really looking forward to speaking to him. If you missed the last Instagram Live session that we did, um, Theo actually interviewed Adi Redzik. You can check that out on our page. Okay, so let's invite our special guest. Hello, everyone. Okay, let's use that. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Doing good. It's another day and looking forward to it.
It's such a pleasure to meet you.
Definitely. Pleasure to meet you also.
So it's so great that you decided to join us for a VL Instagram Live.
Yeah.
And your name for everyone watching is Narsh Smith. Is that right?
Yeah.
All
That's
right.
exactly. Yeah.
Right. So, you're, I'm just gonna jump straight into it. But
Okay.
first of all, how are you doing? How's everything going? Where are you situated right now?
Um, Living in Hamburg, Germany, but right now I'm currently in the United States. I have some projects here and I'm visiting family, so yeah, it's been good. I'm
Wow.
good and yeah, corona free.
Wonderful. That's good
Yeah.
news. So you're an actor,
Yeah.
martial artist, and model.
Yeah.
So tell us more about how you ended up in these several industries,
hmm
um, and more about yourself. Who is Nosh Smith?
Yeah. With acting, it started out with church plays. I started around the age of 8. I did theater stuff for St. Christopher's Church, which is just up the street from here, where I grew up,
Right.
and it's continued ever since. My first film project was with HBO. I did some very small work for a TV series called The Wire, and then I eventually moved on to work in everything from African films to Guinness commercials, and yeah. With martial arts, it also started when I was very young. I was about 6 years old when I started my first martial art. I did a few years of karate, 4 years of kung fu, and about 9 years of capoeira. So, yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
Amazing.
yeah. And
And
modeling, sorry,
yeah.
the first time I ever had a modeling gig was in England in 2010. And
Okay.
subsequently, yeah.
So is there any specific one that you enjoy more than the other, or are you equally passionate about all of them?
I think I'm passionate about all of them, and they all kind of formulate me. They're all pieces of me in some kind of form of
Yeah.
expression. Yeah, yeah,
Great. Okay. So, being in all of these different industries, do you consider yourself an entrepreneur?
absolutely. I mean, I am an entrepreneur for many reasons. I think I'm technically still self-employed. I still decide to work with these productions. It's not a thing where I'm forced to work with them. I make the,
Right.
yeah. So I'm very
Yeah.
much entrepreneur. Yeah.
Okay. So, what have been some of your favorite business ventures that you have been in thus far?
Oh, apart from film or including film in these things?
Yeah, including film.
Okay, including film, I think the best ventures I've been a part of, everything from working with Netflix, I've worked with Amazon Prime. Of course, those are the biggest checks and they tend to be the biggest projects. But
Yeah.
as far as entrepreneur things and things that I've been a part of that I'm also grateful for, there's a charity I have in Ghana called Humble Child. That's something I was a part of, not really establishing, but helping promote. And we're helping feed and help clothe a lot of kids in Ghana. So this is something I'm also a part of. I had
Yeah.
also some unsuccessful business ventures too. Most people never speak about the unsuccessful.
Yeah.
They always speak about the successful.
Right.
Um, some unsuccessful business ventures, and yeah, I tried to put some films together myself. I tried to produce, which didn't go so far. So I've touched on actually doing it and failing and actually succeeding as well. Yeah. So it's
Great.
not,
I'm
yeah.
really, yeah, I'm really glad that you actually touched on that because that's the truth, you know. Most people don't actually touch on the unsuccessful business ventures. What did you learn from that?
Uh, Not to put all your finances or eggs in one basket. I mean, if you're going to invest, it should be something that you can afford to lose. There's an old saying, if you can't buy it twice, don't buy it.
Yeah,
So that's
yeah,
something I learned, and it helped me now. I mean, now that I've been able to overcome that and have some successful business ventures, it also makes you not afraid to make that leap or to trust to invest or to just make it happen. Yeah.
right, right.
Mhm.
So, what is the one thing that inspires you to keep going every single day despite all the challenges?
Art, life, my family, you, anybody who's involved in creating their own dreams. That's my inspiration. It's all around me, so I'm grateful for that.
That's beautiful.
Mhm.
So what has been one of the biggest challenges? I mean, I know you spoke about your business ventures, but what has been the biggest challenge that you've had to face and that you overcame as an entrepreneur?
I think the biggest challenge that has come my way was created by myself. I think when I look at all the things that have happened in my life, I must say I'm more grateful and I should be more grateful in the whole process. But I think the biggest challenge was kind of dealing within your own self of thinking, am I good enough to do this? Or that self-doubt, that voice that tells you, hey, maybe you may not succeed at this. So
Yeah,
it was a ebb and flow process of telling myself that you are able to do this, you can accomplish this, and come that was the biggest challenge, and I haven't looked back since.
amazing. And
Yeah.
how do you stay in that creative center? How do you ground yourself and keep in that space of gratitude every single day?
I think the first thing, very good question, by the way. I think the first thing it's about being aware of how you're feeling because yeah, I'm an artist. Yes, I have to work, and that does take something out of you, and it takes a certain energy. But before I enter those realms, like I was just filming 2 weeks ago in Berlin,
Mm,
like maybe 2 to 3 days before I actually get on set to film, I take some time to myself. I take some, maybe I go get my favorite food or I play my favorite music just to make sure I'm in the right frequency and energy.
yeah,
And then that puts me in the right kind of mind frame to go and work properly. So when I'm in that environment, everybody feels that sense of, there's some joy within this guy. He loves what he's doing, and it helps keep everything flowing properly. So I think it's self care.
yeah,
It's a lot about
yeah.
self care, and yeah.
So, looking back, what would be one of the things you would say to your 16-year-old self? Or better,
Uh-huh.
anyone that is right now 16 and within that age category, what would be your words of wisdom to them and to yourself as well?
What I would say is keep going. If you have a vision, if you have a dream, if you have a want, if you have anything you feel you have to possess or create in your life, keep going because it's more of a marathon than a sprint. It takes some time, and most of the great things that you want to create, it will take a lot of effort. It will take a lot of patience. So if I could speak to myself when I was 16 or any 16-year-old out there, I would say believe, take your time, and keep going. It will all make sense in the end.
I love that. That's amazing. Thank you so much for coming on to our Instagram
Thank you.
live,
Thank you.
and
Thank you.
for sharing all of those words of wisdom. Is there any final words that you would like to leave with our audience before You go.
My final words would be, if there's something I could leave with everyone, would be that no matter what you're going through, no matter what you want to attain, and no matter what uh, may cross your path, always don't forget to be grateful, one, and then don't be so hard on yourself, because the journey is what it's all about. The end game will be beautiful in the end. Yeah.
Love that. Love that so much.
Mhm.
And what's there in the future for you? What do you see for yourself in the next 5 years? What can we expect from you?
More film projects, more modeling gigs. Actually, I just finished the film. I cannot talk too much about it, but it will be out
Yeah.
pretty soon. And yeah, I'm actually working on something in the next 2 weeks. So more film projects, hopefully visiting back in Africa again, do some stuff out there as well. Yeah, just more love, more light, more projects, more art. Yeah,
Awesome. Thank you so much. It's been so great.
thank you.
Congratulations on your all of your recent successes. And we, on behalf of the whole VL team, we wish you all the best. And we're rooting for
Thank
you.
you.
Thank
I
you so
appreciate that.
much.
Thank you. Yeah, you.
All right. So that was the wonderful Nosh Smith. We're gonna post this on our page. So if you missed the live, be sure to rewatch this. And to everyone that has joined us, have a great evening or morning wherever you